As a young citizen of India, armed with technology, knowledge, and love for my nation, with a vision of transforming India into a developed nation, I'm joining Shobhit University. What about you?
Very good morning to all the participants from India and abroad. Soviet Institute of Engineering and Technology Meerut, deemed to be university, and its centers of excellence, Center for Agricultural Informatics and E-Governance Research Studies, and Center for Agribusiness and Disaster Management Studies extend greetings to all the participants from India and abroad who are attending today's national webinar series on doubling farmers' income by 2022, Atmanirbhar Bharat in Agriculture. This webinar series is being hosted on every Thursday at 11 a.m. From 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Today is 20th October 2022. The webinar is on very important topic. It attracts both agriculture science graduate, agri entrepreneur, rural entrepreneur, computer science students, and other people from youth from rural India, who can get a chance to look into this product. The topic is Agrograde, an AI, artificial intelligence powered physical plus digital, Phygital infrastructure, enabling digital trade in fruits and vegetables. Agrograde AI and AI-powered digital infrastructure enabling digital trade in fruits and vegetables. On behalf of the Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, the faculty members of the university, and on my behalf, and as Professor Emeritus and Chairman of Centers of Excellence, Center for Agricultural Informatics and E-Governance Research Studies, Center for Agribusiness and Disaster Management Studies, Center for Informatics Development Solutions and Applications, Center for Industry 4.0 Technology Studies and Applications, and Center for Health Informatics and Computing. Let me welcome today's guest speaker, Mr. Kshitij Thakur, to talk in the 98th edition of this national webinar series. I wish to inform the participants and the speaker that the university regularly conducts two webinar series: National Webinar Series on Doubling Farmers' Income by 2022, Atmanirbhar Bharat in Agriculture, on every Thursday, and International Webinar Series on Open Source Digital Technologies towards Self-Reliant India, Atmanirbhar Bharat, on every Saturday. For the benefits of the participants and guest speakers, so far under this webinar series, the university has organized 97 webinars on very important topics. I will just read out only the title for the benefits of the participants. Role of agricultural cooperative societies and e-governance. The country has 1 lakh primary agricultural cooperative society, 22,000 primary fisher cooperative societies, and about 1.5 lakh dairy cooperative societies. Blockchain technology-based fishery value chain. A self-contained village, a felt need of the day. Spices informatics network value chain. Lantana camera, a camouflaged treasure trove. Smart hill agriculture, a digitalized hill agriculture value system. Mara mobile, Mara marketing. Integrated mariculture, aquaponics, and precision agriculture. MAPA biofarms for income revolution. Smart tribal agriculture, optimizing value chain. Digital agri-tech and industry perspective. Land resources information system in India, present and road ahead. Weather decision technologies for increasing farm income. Big data in smart farming. Sustainable soil and land management for climate smart agriculture. Understanding market dynamics for increasing farm income. Rise of technologies in mitigating crop risk. How to generate additional profit via simple, attractive approaches in farm produce. Adoption of flexi rubber check dam technology potential benefit for farmers in rain-fed coastal agro-ecosystems. Realizing the economic benefits of agroforestry across all organic humic solutions for increasing crop yields and quality while increasing farm income and improving soil health. Closing the nutrient loop, phosphorus management in protein farming, improving nutrient use efficiency and farm productivity. Artificial intelligence enabled pest management technology for agriculture crop protection without pesticides, empowering farmers through extension and knowledge dissemination. Role of mass media, smart poultry monitoring systems, agrobiodiversity, intellectual property laws, agriculture and farmers' view, an insight into the view issues for India's agrarian economy. Manufacture and application of biochar for increased soil fertility and crop productivity. Sustainable integration of livestock with agriculture for farm income increase. Role of geographical indications GI on improving farmers' income. Lessons from Asia Pacific region. Dairy Informatics Network Value Chain, a dairy tech startup perspective for farmers' income increase. Spices Informatics Network Value Chain, a turmeric startup perspective for farmers' income increase. Generating sustainable on-farm income through fintech interventions. Nutrition-sensitive agriculture pathway for increasing farmers' income. Artificial intelligence and data analytics to ensure optimal nutrition in the soil, harvested food that minimizes human disease. Bioenergy supply chain, a business opportunity for rural enterprises and farmer produce organization. Tech enabling India's tech-starved farmers for many-fold increase in productivity and income. Open insurance ecosystem for agriculture producers, risk management solutions to overcome repercussions on farmers' income, market stability, and food safety. Role of mass media for farmers' income increase, a case study from Green TV. Stack open source digital infrastructure for the agriculture ecosystem, a Linux Foundation project. Circular bioeconomy towards resilience. Urgent need for redefining raw materials and modified waste management policies and regulations. Agri-tech new horizon in Indian agriculture. Supporting of farmers for market will only help doubling of income by 2022. Rural transformation for farmers' income increase, a case studies from impoverished districts. Mobile-enabled software as a service to solve complex supply chain challenges, a case study from daily orders. John Deere's journey in India, integrated precision agriculture solutions. Doubling the income of farmers through eco-agri revolution. Bayer's carbon farming initiatives. Post-production intervention maximizing value for farmers. BAFE models of revival of traditional water management system to enable doubling of farmers' income. Should be adopt farmers' welfare as a new paradigm instead of farmers' income. ICT intervention in agriculture, challenges and opportunities. Democratizing the future of farming, a global experience. Commercial processing of fodders, next game changer in dairying. Data-driven agriculture and agri-tech startup perspective. Agri-business potential in Moringa. Agricultural income pathways, strengthening links between agriculture activities and nutrition outcomes. Agriculture, technology, education, research, rehabilitation for the environment. Cultivating dignity for farmers. Model village development programs, a case study from Maharashtra by Padma Shri Papatrao Bahuji Power, farmer Sarpanch, Tiwade Bajar, Gram Panchayat, Ahmed Naher. Market-driven agriculture, need for development of crop-specific strategies at block level. Farmers collective with value addition. Powerful business model for income increase for small and marginal farmers. Lessons from Operation Flood for transforming agriculture and food systems. Sustainable food production. Agriculture marketing in India, defects therein and remedial measures, if any. Small scale fisheries and their contribution to rural livelihoods, case studies from developing countries. Impacting lives through livelihood promotion and value chain development, case study of Vritti impact model. Organic spices cultivation for doubling of farmers' income in northeast region of India, a value chain analysis. Agriculture export management, imperative of integrating with global value chain at the earliest. Agriculture value chain challenges and opportunities. Dairy husbandry for food security and national prosperity. Mushroom cultivation, a way towards self-reliance from agriculture waste and providing nutritional food security to the nation. Subhas Palekar, natural farming, future of farming rooted in Indian tradition. Vision 2025, agriculture and allied sectors viewpoint, doubling income of tribal families through value chain intervention on minor forest producer. A case study on custard apple value chain from Udaipur, Rajasthan. Unnati Agri, Internet in farmlands, key for prosperous farmers. Jackfruit Informatics Network value chain, a needed digital infrastructure for increasing farmer income. Doubling of farmers' income through integrated agriculture value chain. Potential role of minor fruits in achieving nutritional and livelihood security. Untapped potential for growth. Co-create solutions to realize gains for farms, households, and communities. Neem tree, sustainable solutions to livelihood, chemical-free nutritious food, and global warming. One district, one product, informatics network value chain, key to unlocking India's potential of agri-exports. Village e-commerce, challenges, barriers, and potentials in rural India. Export promotion of GI tagged agriculture products from India, issues, challenges, and potential. Doubling Indian farmers' income through indigenous cows, opportunities and challenges. Livestock insurance ecosystem, a necessity for smallholders farmers in India. Innovative future farming, need for design of agriculture. Empowering rural farmers by co-creating value-added products and agri-tech entrepreneurs' perspective. Food value chain, issues, challenges, and potential. Animal health industry, quality, innovation, talent, and technology have powers to transform farm-linked activities and secondary agriculture, empowering small and marginal farmers in India, harnessing opportunities in rainfed areas, pathway to prosperity, agri-entrepreneurship, development pathway for farming as a service, agricultural resources information system, and micro-level planning for enhancing farm health, key to achieving the doubling farmers' income by 2022 agenda put forth. Growth and structural transformation in agriculture in India, moving to the next level. Fisheries value chain, empowering fisherfolk and allied workers through digitalized fishery input management system. Village level cooperatives, a proven model to elevate farmers from their poverty. Experience sharing on entrepreneurial journey in secondary agriculture by Dr. Siddharth Arora, Fermentech Labs from IIT Roorkee last week. Today is the 98th edition of this national webinar series, which will be addressed by Mr. Kshitij Thakur, co-founder, Agrograde, Occipital Technologies Private Limited, Pune, Maharashtra, on a very important topic, Agrograde, and AI-powered Phygital Infrastructure enabling digital trade in fruits and vegetables. Dear participants, you note the keywords, Agrograde. Grading is very important. Artificial intelligence, physical infrastructure, digital trade, fruits and vegetables. India is a land of villages. Acharya Vinoba Bhave said India is largely an agricultural country, Krishi Pradhan Desh, and a country of villages, having more than 6.25 lakh gram panchayats, lakh villages. Agriculture sector is the foundation of Indian economy. It employs more than 50% of India's workforce and contributes about 19% of its GDP. India's labor-intensive and subsistence-based agriculture is particularly vulnerable to climate change. And climate change has got both direct and indirect effects on agricultural productivity, including changing rainfall patterns, severe drought, flooding, and changes in the geographical redistribution of pests and diseases. Farmers of India are facing multidimensional problems: price fluctuation, debt, lack of infrastructure, and weather. Indian farming community comprises of about 14.5 crores operational holdings, of which 85% of the farmers are small and marginal farmers having marginal size operational holdings. They need timely, location specific, and personalized information for effective control on their production risk, and then market their produce to identify the market opportunities and also to get remunerative prices. On this account, today's topic is very important. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, at the 7th Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog, Team India, meeting held at 7th August 2022 in New Delhi, in his opening address, he stressed, I quote, the need to focus on modernized agriculture, modernized animal husbandry, modernized food processing to become self-sufficient and global leader in the agriculture. And in his closing remarks, he said, I quote, each state should focus on promoting trade, tourism, and technology, TTT, trade, tourism, and technology, or technology through transformation. This is also TTT. Via every Indian mission around the world, the state must focus on reducing imports, increasing exports, and identifying opportunities thereof. I would like to quote the recommendations from the Doubling Farmers' Income by 2022 report 2018. I was closely associated while formulating the recommendation of this committee with respect to two volumes. Volume 11, Empowering the Farmers Through Extension and Knowledge and ICT. And Volume 12B, Digital Technology in Agriculture. For today's topic, another two volumes are also very important. Volume 3, Post-Production Agri-Logistic, Maximizing Gains for Farmer. It's a big volume. Talks about a lot of recommendations. I will also quote in my remarks. Volume 4, Post-Production Intervention, Agriculture Marketing. So Volume 3, Volume 4, Volume 11, and Volume 12B are very important for the farmers are concerned through digital technology intervention. There are 7 mission mode programs. Every rural youth should get trained on these 7 mission mode programs. And I was able to make a journey from 1987 onwards to 2018 when these recommendations were made. Digitalized agriculture, digital technology and innovation in agriculture, synergizing of Digital India, Make in India, Skill India, Stand Up India programs for transformational reforms in agriculture sector through smart irrigated farming, smart rainfed farming, and smart tribal farming. And then digitalized agromet advisories and agricultural risk management solutions utilizing open insurance ecosystem technology. Digitalized agricultural resources information system and micro level planning for achieving smart village, smart farming. Digitalized value chain for about 400 agricultural commodities. This is where today's topic is very important. And this can revolutionize establishing one such Agrograde in every Gram Panchayat. It means that it facilitates an agri-tech startup in every Gram Panchayat, that is 2.25 lakh Gram Panchayat. It means that 2.25 lakh Agrograde can come at the grassroots level to help 14.5 crore operational holders who cultivate agriculture, farming. Digitalized access to inputs, technology, knowledge, skill, agricultural finance, credit, marketing, agribusiness to management. digitalized land and water management system, per drop more crops. And the last one is very important, digitalized farm health management for reduction of farmers' loss. To see an integrated view of farmers' health, means public health, plant health, animal health, soil health, water health, fish health, and environmental health. Each one is vertical now. If these data layers are seen over a village on a GIS layer and with artificial intelligence and deep learning and machine learning and remote sensing and drone technologies and big data analytics, and it will become a $1 trillion data economy. It needs a data center with 5,000 data scientists. Maybe from 5 years from now, India can lead it. And the same committee also talks about digitalization of all cooperative societies in the country and networking of all cooperative societies, CoopNet and cooperative e-cooperatives. And we have Atmanirbhar Bharat. This is the mission of our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, of making India a self-reliant nation, rested on 5 I's: intent, infrastructure, inclusion, innovation, and investment. Based on 5 pillars: quantum jump in economy, not incremental; infrastructure, one that represents modern India; system, 21st century technology driven; vibrant demography, and demand, whereby the strength of our demand and supply chain should be utilized to full capacity. This was made on 15th May 2022. Now we have to look into its impact. And then we have also, during the COVID situation, and the government also came out with the third tranche of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, through which 1.5 lakh crore as a booster was announced for the agriculture sector, in which 1 lakh crore was announced for agriculture cooperative society strengthening, farm producer organization strengthening, and startups for boosting farm gate infrastructure. It's a very important scheme. And then 10,000 crores for formalization of micro food enterprises and for following cluster-based farming approach. And we have Amrit Kal led up to 100. Next to 25 years of strategic plan to take India to new India at 2047. And we also have Prime Minister's Kadi Shakti, and it's a very important program. And the government also has announced national logistic policy, having development of unified logistic interface platform, digital platform, so that there is no supply chain lock due to logistic availability. That is very important. And then also that I would like to quote the Prime Minister's historic Independence Day speech on 15th August 2022. He said, he announced 5 pledges, 5 prongs. Goal of developed India: remove any trace of colonial mindset, take pride in our roots, unity, and sense of duty among the citizens. This is what I'm doing since 2020, 18th August 2020. And we have 17 sustainable development goals and 169 targets to be achieved under the Agenda 2030 to usher in the future we want. Today's topic is Agrograde, an AI-powered phygital infrastructure enabling digital trade in fruits and vegetables. Let me talk about something on agriculture marketing challenges, potentials, and priorities. Promotion and agriculture marketing, there is a well-documented rules and acts way back 1937. Promotion of standardization and grading of agriculture products is the main function under institutionalized agriculture marketing. This is that Act 1937, even before independence. An effective quality control mechanism is essential for improving the marketability of our products within the country and outside the country. Agriculture Produce Grading and Marketing Act 1937 was the first legislation enacted by the central government, to formulate standards and carry out grading and marketing of agriculture and allied commodities. The articles included in the schedule are fruits and vegetables, and dairy and poultry products, food grains and allied products, pulses, oil seeds, oils and cakes, essential oils, fibers, spices and condiments, forest produce, edible nuts, tobacco, tea, coffee, honey, wheat, atta, besan, suji, maida, and raw meat, etc., etc. The Act also empowers the central government to include additional commodities, products in the schedule for enforcement of grade standards and implementing grading and quality control. The Act specifically empowers the government to fix grade designations, indicating the quality of the produce, define the quality indicated by each grade designation, specify the grade designation mark to represent particular grade designation, specify the manner in which the article could be packed, sealed, and marked, authorize a person or a body to use the grade designation marks under prescribed conditions. Act 1937 very clearly mentions. So far, AGMARK standards is one of the very important standards, have been framed and notified in respect of 163 commodities, which include food grains, pulses, fruits and vegetables, spices, edible oil, nuts, oil seeds, vegetable oils and fats, fiber, forest produce, livestock, dairy and dairy products. At present, there are about 22 regional AGMARK laboratories which are operating under the Apex Central AGMARK Laboratories, Nagpur. These laboratories are providing training to chemists of the laboratories of the states and union territories. National Agriculture Market is a virtual market with a physical mandi. It's a Phygital Infrastructure at the back end. And Electronic National Market, Agriculture Market, ENAM networks the existing APMC and mandis to create an unified national market for agriculture commodities for pan-India electronic trading. I would like to say that I was instrumental for establishing AGMARK Net in the country. Since 1998, networking about 3,500 agricultural wholesale mandis out of 7,500 by 2008, even before the internet revolution has taken place in the country. AGMARK was the first successful big data warehouse for Government of India. And when National E-Governance Program was announced, I pleaded with the Department of Electronics and Information Technology that let e-governance in agriculture be based on AGMARK Net as the core market-led extension. They didn't listen. They announced that agriculture is a state subject, national governance on agriculture, still it has to see the light of the other side of the tunnel. It has, this ENAM has one of the objective to establish quality assaying systems for quality assurance to promote informed bidding and online trading for farmers and buyers. Assaying of agricultural produce at the market level is of utmost importance to enhance the marketability of the produce and to enable the farmers to realize price commensurate to the quality of their agricultural produce. Tradable parameters have been formulated and continuing to facilitate quality assaying of notified commodities for trading on ENAM platform. And if the participants can look into the website of ENAM and the Directorate of Marketing Inspection of the Minister of Agriculture and Farmer Welfare, you can get lot of details with respect to this aspect. But one para I would like to quote from the ENAM guidelines. The main objective of these schemes are to integrate markets first at the level of the states and eventually across the country through a common online market platform to facilitate pan-India trade in the agricultural commodities, and establish quality assaying system for quality assurance, to promote informed bidding by farmers, and also to promote stable price and availability of quality produce to consumers. I also would like to quote a recent article published in 2020. It is published in the journal Trends in Analytical Chemistry. It talks about the time has come to have smartphone based optical assays in the food safety field. It contains a lot of survey on various technologies available. And it talks about, I will read from the abstractive so that if anybody is interested, they can see this paper. To achieve the smartphone based devices have the potential to revolutionize food safety control by empowering citizens to perform screening tests at the farm gate. To achieve this, it is of paramount importance to understand current research efforts and identify key technology gaps. Therefore, a systematic view of optical smartphone-based devices therefore, yes, to achieve this, it is of paramount importance to understand current research efforts and identify key technology gaps. Therefore, a systematic review of optical smartphone-based devices in the food safety sector was performed. An overview of reviewed smartphone-based devices is given, focusing on performance characteristics as well as image analysis procedures. State of the art on commercially available smartphone-based devices are also provided. This analysis revealed several important technology gaps. I think it will be very much interesting to Mr. Thakur and his team, and those who are undertaking research work in this area. The most prominent of which are the need to reach a consensus regarding optimal image analysis. To reach a consensus regarding optimal image analysis. The need to assess the effect of measurement variation caused by using different smartphone. There is no standard. And the need to standardize validation procedures. Needed to standardize validation procedures to obtain robust data. This is where the challenge is there, and I will request your team to look into this. The country needs, the need to standardize validation procedures to obtain robust data. This is where these two centers of the Shobhit Institute of Engineering Technology can facilitate. And importance of assaying. Assaying is done in physical markets. Two, to determine quality and the price of a produce. Is defined as a process to analyze the physical sample of a produce to determine its composition and chemical properties. It also provides an indication of a value of a product, be it metal or agriculture, for an investor or for a buyer. In the physical markets, assaying can help to determine properties of a product. In futures market, the seller has to deposit its product in a warehouse, which has a person or agency to assay it. Once the assaying is done, then a receipt is given providing all the details of the product, including its grade. Then it becomes a digital asset. And this can be traded in international stock market. And the physical good, agricultural good, need not go to different countries. This digital asset can be traded in international market, and once the price is fetched, then the commodity can leave our boundary. And this is how the geo-global agri-trade is going to impact. India can take the lead. And Doubling Farmers Income Committee report also report in volume 11 recommends framing of primary rural agriculture markets (PRAM) as a marketing infrastructure component. It means that primary rural agriculture market, it looks for in each gram panchayat, and also talks about assaying is an important. The Doubling Farmers Income Committee report also recommends there's a need for primary rural agriculture marketing infrastructure, where assaying is a must at the grassroots level. It means that with the recommendation of the Doubling Farmers Income, that's why I thought that I should talk about it, that it can facilitate 2.25 lakh Agrograde or similar products at the gram root level, gram panchayat level, based on the recommendation of the Doubling Farmers Committee report, Dr. Ashok Dalwai Committee. It's very important. And we have to have the training, capacity building. It is an artificial intelligence. And lot of rural youth have to be trained. This is where Shobhit University, these two centers, and startups like yours can join together to train 3 months program for the students on artificial intelligence, on phygital, AI powered phygital infrastructure, and then to make them available in every gram panchayat as recommended by the Doubling Farmers Income. But I also understand that Government of India has initiated a trainer program in artificial intelligence with the help of IBM in every ITI. I don't know what are they doing it. And there is also a training program under AI for AI under Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, 20,000 crores. This is Pradhan Mantri Krishi, Kaushal Vikas Yojana 2.0 will focus on preparing youths for future focused skills such as AI, internet, big data, 3D printing, virtual reality, and robotics that would make them valuable in domestic and international job markets. So we should get benefit out of this scheme for training many youths in the Agrograde. And then also IT and IT enabled services sector skill council of the NASCOM has also identified 19 AI related job roles, set up qualification packs, complete with curriculum and assessment to certify a person for certain job roles, and set up national occupation standards for IT industry. I thought that because this talk can generate a lot of employment opportunity, and capacity building and competence building is very essential. That's why I thought that I should bring this 3 government India schemes on, for training the trainers, and also the use on artificial intelligence is very important. According to the synopsis of the guest speaker, Agrograde is an agri-tech startup enabling post-harvest automation in the agriculture space. Our state-of-the-art technology deployed via apps and machines improve the marketability of the produce and make the way for a fair and transparent digital trade. We are going to listen to his talk. And we have a lot of disruptive technology for agri-food supply chain, leading to positive evolution of agriculture ecosystem, e-market place-based integrated model, which have to achieve. And these are all recent initiatives which are paving the way to the future. Let us now turn to the address by Mr. Kshitij Thakur, co-founder, Agrograde, Occipital Technologies Private Limited, Pune, on a very important topic, Agrograde and AI-powered digital infrastructure enabling digital trade in fruits and vegetables. Today's topic will motivate and galvanize the participants watching over telecast through facebook.com/Shobhit University India, youtube.com/Shobhit University In, or linkedin.com/company/Shobhit University for establishing agri-tech startup that is phygital infrastructure at Gram Panchayat level to enable digital trade in fruits and vegetables as digital asset over international markets. Let us unlock the opportunities in India at the earliest. Let us introduce the guest speaker to the audience, Mr. Manish. Mr. Kshitij is a mechanical engineer by profession and comes from a farming family. Being a small landholder, his family had to quit farming due to financial reasons. With a background in industrial automation and multiple artificial intelligence use cases, Kshitij wanted to take state-of-the-art technology and bring it to agriculture to solve some of the biggest unsolved challenges. I salute you, Mr. Thakur. Agrograde works on the principle of designing for Indian uses and engineering for Indian crops. Once solved for India, the same technology can solve similar challenges at a global scale. Kshitij co-founded a computer vision startup in the online commerce space during his engineering studies. Agrograde is second startup. Kshitij comes with an experience in industrial automation and video analytics space. Kshitij has worked on multiple use cases involving detecting defects in manufactured goods using image processing and artificial intelligence. The idea that the same technology would make a significant positive impact when applied in agriculture started the journey of Agrograde. With this, I would like to request Mr. Kshitij Thakur to join the national webinar series on doubling farmers' income by 2022 to talk on Agrograde, an AI-powered physical infrastructure enabling digital trade in fruits and vegetables. Over to Mr. Kshitij Thakur. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Moni. It was a pleasure listening to you. Thank you for the introduction. As I very highly relate with the TTT, transformation through technology, and that is what we are trying to build here at Agrograde. Right? First of all, to start off with, I think Professor has set up the context of why a digital trade is very important in this segment, and how technology like digital assaying grading can build a very good sustainable agriculture ecosystem. I'll just go ahead and introduce what we do at Agrograde. Now, to start off with, whenever you go to a mandi, you would always find farmers and traders bargaining for regarding price. Now, price is a function of quality. Agricultural trade is based on two foundations. One is the quality, and the other is price. Now, price is dictated by quality. So, the basic function of quality assaying has to be standardized. Without that, there won't be any trust. There won't be any basis of price discovery. That is what we are solving here. Currently, the quality aspect is very subjective in nature. I'll just show you how the current process works. Right? If the quality is not governed properly or not assayed properly, it can lead to very disastrous consequences. So I'll give you a very recent example of what happened in Maharashtra. A farmer sold his produce at 50 paise a kilo, and there was a wild news about it. But why did this exactly happen? If we go dive deeper into this, what we realize is the quality was non-uniform. It wasn't graded properly. Now, grade should be as per consumption markets, in my opinion. If a premium market requires a premium quality, if you can deliver that quality, you would get a fair compensation for it. But if we are unable to do it, we are restricting the marketability of the harvest or the produce, which in turn impacts our revenue. So this 2 metric ton trolley that the farmer sold, he fetched around 1,000 rupees. But had it been graded and sorted properly, the farmer could have earned an estimated 3,100 rupees per his harvest. Right? That is almost three times what he actually realized. So this is where the inefficiencies in the systems lie. We look at agriculture only on the basis of production. We are not looking at it as a marketing thing. As a startup or as any other industry, whenever you produce a product, you make a design a product, you should be equally involved in marketing and as well as selling the product. That is where we haven't been efficient about, and that is something that has to change in the near future. And this would only happen through technology. We are enabling farmer producer organizations to act like businesses. These is the future of Indian agricultural ecosystem, in my opinion. Now, the biggest challenge, as I mentioned in agriculture, is that this quality assaying is very subjective in nature. A premium grade for me may not be a premium grade for someone else. That is why there is constant dispute between buyers and sellers. There are no tools, there is no infrastructure to measure the quality aspect of it. Now, quality can be defined as multiple, it's a function of multiple parameters. It can as size, color, shape, maturity, the variety of the crop, the skin patterns, the shape of the produce, if there are any fungal growth on it, as there is sprouting on it. There are multiple patterns on it, right? Multiple functions, and this has been defined by the enams guidelines as well. This is very crop specific. For onion it would be different, for potato it would be different, but the underlying principle is majority of it is physical in nature, and some part of it like tss is something that has to be done through labs. Now this is where uh, technology plays a very important role. As we don't have something that can measure and create repetitive results, it becomes very difficult to come on the similar page. And that is where we've seen a lot of inefficiencies. To give you a very quick example, we've been operational in Maharashtra since 4 years now. And every time the produce is graded, there is always subjectivity involved, and there is always uh, lack of clarity regarding what is the produce being sold. If the produce is mixed, for example, in onions, around 40 to 50% produce gets wasted because there was some rotten produce in it, some decayed produce in it, which affected the entire produce. By the time the produce reaches the destination markets, we've lost a lot of healthy quality, good quality produce, which is where the aspect of post harvest losses also seeps in. So we need to make sure how we solve at the supply markets, at the farm gates, if possible. So this is where we can improve the marketability of the produce and help get them get discoverability. How we work on this is we use technologies like computer vision, deep learning, and robotics. We use through computer vision, we have an array of cameras and sensors where we capture images of the entire surface of the fruit and vegetable. And as you can see, at the output, we detect the defect, the damaged parts, and everything, and we generate a quality report. We also have grading sorting machines, which then go a step ahead and segregate the produce based on its quality, thereby improving its marketability. We work with FPOs where we have been able to provide them or help them with a 20% premium because the produce was segregated properly. For example, a particular market would always pay a premium price for a premium quality. And that's where we've been helping farmer producer organizations get that advantage in the market. So if you're giving them a premium quality, you always also generate a brand name for yourself and you get consistent business. So by doing this, we reduce the post-harvest losses by removing the rotten produce. We improve the marketability of the produce and discoverability of the produce. And the idea is to have such technologies at each and every sourcing locations, so that someone sitting far away can also discover this particular farmer producer organization, trader, exporter, or group of farmers to buy the produce directly from them. That is what digital trade is doing. Digital trade is removing all these physical limitations of trade, and this would only happen through technology. As you can see on the right hand side, this is an image of a sample of onions clicked by a mobile application, and we have checked the quality, which is size, color, shape, defect marks, fungal growth, sprouting, physical damages, and other major quality parameters. This is how our solutions look. The idea was to design for Indian users and engineer solutions for Indian crops. The setup that you see right now is a grading and sorting machine, which is an extension of quality assessment. After the quality has been analyzed, the produce is segregated as per market demands, so that good quality produce can be, or produce that has higher shelf life can be shipped to longer distant markets. But the produce doesn't have that has a shorter shelf life can be shipped locally. That is where efficiency is increased through technology. What we do is we again in this entire setup capture the 360-degree image of each and every fruit and vegetable, and then assess the quality of it. So this is digital quality assaying extended into an automation solution. We've been fairly operational in Maharashtra and Uttar Pradesh, and these technologies earlier were meant only for premium categories, premium markets, premium customers. Our idea or our ambition, intention was to bring this technology, de enterprise it, and make it accessible and affordable to small, medium enterprises, traders, farmer producer organizations. And going a step ahead, we are also now making it accessible to farmers. By farmers, the way we do it is we offer them on a pay per use model. That is the differentiator that we are doing right now. So this is just a snapshot of how the images are captured, and the entire surface is scanned, and the produce is graded and sorted. So we look for parameters like size, rotting, sprouting, misshaped, any fungal growth on it, skin damages, disease spots, everything, and then we segregate it. We've been
Yes,
able to
very.
achieve more than.
Can you go back and also spends more time, that each aspect how it is being done.
Sure. So the way we do it is, so from 2018 we have gathered uh, lakhs and lakhs, as in millions of images for every variety and every category. So for rotten, we would have multiple millions of images on which we have collected ourselves, our team itself, and then we have annotated it. By annotation, I mean for artificial intelligence to learn, we have to label the particular class. For it to learn, we have to tell the algorithm that this is a particular class. This is what rotten looks like. This is what sprouting looks like. This is what decay looks like. So that has been done over 4 years now. So we have a very good data set that we have generated ourselves. This is then fed into our machine learning algorithms, where we are able to generate very good results. So for size, we are generating more than 95% accuracy. For defect classes, on an average, we generate around more than 90% accuracy. Now, this depends upon variety and the class of the defect as well. For some classes, we have been able to achieve 98% accuracy. For some classes, we've been able to achieve around 98, 91, 90% accuracy. So, for the sake of presenting, we always look at the worst case scenario. So, even in the worst case scenario, we are able to achieve more than 90% accuracy.
No, here now with the 4 years now you have collected data and segregated with your team members. What is the data value chain you have established? Because this is very important. Because for any AI have to be successful,
Mhm.
it has to be data rich, and
Yeah.
also that good data.
Mhm.
No data means no AI.
Mhm.
Good data means good AI. If
Mhm.
you have a good data, and it will be the AI also will be a good AI. And no data means no AI, and bad data means bad AI. Bad AI. So
Mhm.
now, can you spend some time on that? Because many of the students who are watching this program or who may watch, because recently I came across with one agency, is Indian agency, established offices in US and also in
China and India, their job is to collect data in a structured format to train AI systems.
Mhm.
Whichever company which is they are building up AI, they may not have that much wherewithal to go and collect the data throughout the world, because the AI is not meant for one location. They're all, that's how the business build up, market build up, value chain. So I was surprised, that, and also got enthusiastic that how companies in the world are looking into this aspect, building up a lot of value chain which is needed. So, and I asked them to join with the university, to join a diploma course to train rural boys and girls to collect as to how to collect the data. They may not get involved in development of algorithms and so on and so forth, coding, but they can do collected data in a structured format for each problem, and that can put it. So that's why this slide is very important. You said that 4 million data which you collected, it's very enormous. And if this has to be done in African countries through our Ordo member organizations, and it will be phenomenal growth which can take place. That, and you said that, if it is with these 4 million data sets which you have classified, annotated, and if you are able to achieve more than 95% size deduction accuracy, means it can bring in premium quality. And also that more than 90% defective deduction accuracy. What else is necessary? And even if the human element is involved, there is always a subject to questioning. But here you can have all the test results and everything can be stored digitally, retrievable at any time, 24/7. And if it is made open, anybody can do analysis. And this is where, that is a open data, openness, transparency brings it out. Is it all right, my way of understanding your, this is particular slide, Mr.
Yeah.
Thakur?
So to elaborate on it, right? As agriculture is a very nuanced subject, right? Quality is also very nuanced. Now, every time when we work, we made sure that we understand what is the quality that is coming out of the farm. What specifically what we've seen, a lot of people mistake is they work on quality that is available at destination cities. But a farmer, when produce is harvested, the farmer also segregates and takes out the rotten ones or the more defective ones and only pushes the produce that is good. Then there is some transit damage, there's some ripeness, some maturity that happens during the transit phase. And then we get the quality at the destination part or collection centers. So we went to farms, started collecting data. More than 60% of our team comes from farming backgrounds. So we didn't
No,
have
I'm
any
very
problem.
happy. When I looked into your profile, you yourself said that you are from the farming community, farming family, and you are from smallholder family. And the interest which I have taken also, I was also born and brought up in rural area. I thought that is a God sent opportunity to work in government to bring technology back to rural area,
True.
and that's the job of a technocrat.
Yep.
And that cannot be the job of a scientist. A scientist will work in a laboratory, and but a technocrat has to bring the technology adopted, and in a rural area, that is more important. So, it's very nice that you brought people who understand, those who have got some acumen, some knowledge, some interest to work in agriculture value chain. And if those boys and girls are trained on agricultural informatics, the discipline which I was instrumental in the country to bring it out, and agriculture sector alone can give job opportunity like anything with a high remuneration. Thank you. Please proceed. It's very
Yeah.
important slide. It
So
generated more than, you built up the system with the 4 million data sets that should reverberate in all IITs and NITs and central universities and triple ITs, especially to build up such
well,
systems for the country.
So what we did is, so this was during lockdown. Earlier when we had started, we had around, I think, 50,000 data points. We were still lacking a few. We wanted to generate as much data as possible for each and every class that we build up. So what we did is, during lockdown, what we saw, farmers were facing a lot of challenges liquidating their produce or selling the produce, which was uh, so these are perishables, right? The perishable nature, the produce gets rotten, decayed over time. So we wanted to help the farmers, and in a way also look at it, how can we help them financially and also help develop our product. So we used to go to any farming family which has someone who's graduating right now, or who has a decent smartphone, and we used to pay them for collecting images, so that because they are not able to sell the produce, at least they can get some money to spend during the lockdown phase. The initial 2 to 3 months were very difficult on families, and that is where we worked with farmers based out of Nashik and Pune to do the same, and that has also helped us collect the data. So as I said, this is a company that is being built by a family of people from farming backgrounds or well wishers, someone who wishes to technology to come to agriculture. So that is something that we have adopted since we work on very grassroots levels. For any crop that we start working in, we make sure that we start from the farm as well, farm itself, right? Where we understand what are the nuances from farmers, as in what can the shape of a particular, what can be the outliers, are there any other patterns that come in this space, right? All those things, and then we form our own classes.
Very nice. That very nice.
So once the produce is then analyzed, we generate analysis reports based on size and quality. This gives you a much needed insight of what the produce was. This has not been done before. So we get an understanding for a particular farm, what how much was grade A produce, how much was grade B produce, how much was rotten, how much went into premature harvesting, all these technologies. Now the differentiator. So we have always wanted to build for India and build something that is 0 to 1. So if you see on the left hand side, there is a comparison chart. Now, radial shake graders, those are mechanical graders, size graders, have existed in the ecosystem for a while. But the challenge is, quality being subjective is not just about size. In a nation where we want to club, then say someone, a buyer based out of Delhi, to buy from a farmer based out of Nashik or a trader based out of Pune, we need to make sure what are the parameters they are looking for. And that is how the technology has been designed to enable trust in the value chain. So that is where we work on. So we deployed optical grading sorting machines, which is just, as I said, extension of digital quality assaying. And over this, we also enable market linkages for our users. So we have connected farmer producer organizations that we worked with enterprises to help them source the produce from farmer producer organizations. And when we started out with a mobile application where you take a sample of the produce. We had our Android application, click an image, and we'll generate a quality report over it. So we used to do that for a sample of around 400 odd fruits, 300 to 400 odd fruits, within a matter of 60 seconds. We've also worked under project aided by the government of Maharashtra for 4 fruits and vegetables. In total, we worked on 9 commodities, 9 fruits and vegetables in Maharashtra. This was mostly deployed at sourcing locations, at collection centers, and we've also worked in partnership with marketplaces. The idea is, once this produce is quality assayed and then graded, sorted, the produce also has access to linkage like auction platforms. So we're working with Connect One. Connect One is again an auction system which is enabling that direct linkage. We've been working with Go for Fresh, which is also market linkage platform which works in fruits and vegetables. So working on multiple fronts. We're trying to solve one part of the trust deficit, and the other part is being done by our partners. We will be hearing from Connect One's founder soon. He'll be able to elaborate more on this.
What
this
is that magnet project? Can you just go to the previous slide? What is that magnet project? Can you explain on
so
that?
Magnet project is an initiative by the Asian Development Bank, where they are trying to form the forward part of the agriculture ecosystem, where they're enabling farmer producer organizations and other agri enterprises by helping them financially and through support to build infrastructure. So they have collectives. They started working in a few fruits and vegetables, and that's where we have played our small role of standardizing quality for fruits and vegetables.
Is there any such type of projects, in the similar manner, many other international organization also is
Yeah.
involved in India?
So there is World Bank's project named as SMART, SMART. World Bank project, along with VSTF and Government of Maharashtra, has been working in this aspect as well, where they are enabling farmer producer organizations to build capacity and to build infrastructure to solve for challenges like food security and marketability of the produce, help them reduce post-harvest losses. That is a very big project. Even Magnet is a very big project, and the government of Maharashtra has been working very well in this space.
But as it that the impact of these two projects on a particular village is under studied properly, studied has come out.
So the project is still in the, I would say, nascent stages, still working on with only a few farm producer organizations. It's moving ahead. We'll be able to get an impact. I would say in the near future. I'm not well aware of what the impact
I,
might be.
I will. It's quite interesting, and I would like to get to details. I will talk to you later. Okay, please proceed.
So it may be that I'm not well aware of the current impact metrics. The impact must have been generated at a very large scale, but I think we'll have to look at that. So this is how we check the quality through a device, mobile application, and we generate quality-based reports. Now this report is then shared with the buyer so as to understand what the quality is being supplied. As you can see, we detect all the different classes as well, and the size report is also there. So this happens within a minute, and this can be scaled for all types of fruits and vegetables, and it can be deployed at marketplaces, mandis, collection centers, at farmer locations. If a farmer wishes to get into market linkage themselves, even that can be done.
So this the charts which you are showing,
Yeah,
size analysis and quality analysis.
yeah.
Just can you explain that? What is the x-axis and y-axis, and how it is with respect to one location or multiple locations?
So what usually happens is when the produce is shipped, there is no visibility into what is the produce quality. For a mobile phone, we have specifications like what is the processor, what is the RAM, what is the memory, what is the screen size, what is the battery capacity. But when there is a produce like perishables being traded, we have no understanding of it. Even in grains, we have moisture meters, we have protein percentage, we have percentage of foreign matter, we have percentages of broken shriveled grains. In fruits and vegetables, it has not matured that much. So this particular chart tells you what is the curve, how much, if I'm looking at say 30 to 40 onions or 40 to 55 onions, how much percentage is in that. So I get an understanding of how mixed the particular produce that is being shipped is. In terms of the quality analysis as well, I get an understanding of if my yield is say 10 tons or 20 tons, out of which how much was undersized, how much was rotten, and whenever it is shipped in distant markets, it also gives you out of this 100 bags that have been getting shipped, out of which there is a distribution like this. So it gives you a visibility.
Yeah, but it is a time series analysis, so it is a time stamped.
So it is time stamped always. It
So
is
that over a period, because agriculture commodities, over a period you have to see that a same onion which comes during a particular month, how it is its size, and during kharif season or rabi season, depending upon their the production season, from different locations, depending upon different variety. So all those things has to be comparable with respect to this data. Otherwise, this data will be very much important for analysis in by multiple agencies located in different locations, and it is a multi-site analysis can be done by various people. It's very important. Is there any okay, fine, okay, good.
So this is an overview of the machines, as in multiple photos of the machines that we have deployed so far. So now we are coming up with compact devices as well for quality assigning. You can watch all the videos of our products on our YouTube channel. This is how the produce is segregated. As I said,
You could also run one video so that it can get included in this program if it is
sure, I
possible.
have a
Small
video at
video.
the last. Once
Okay,
I'm done with
thank
the presentation, I'll run everyone through the video. So this is how the produce is segregated. Now, for example, this grade A would fetch 15 rupees. Now, grade B, this is not grade B exactly. This is grade number 2. There is no hierarchy in terms of this is a premium grade. This is as per market demand. So grade 1 is, for example, fetching 15 rupees a kilo. Grade 2 would be fetching somewhere around 13.5 or 14 rupees a kilo. And grade 3 would be then fetching somewhere around 10 to 11 rupees a kilo. But if you club it together, it won't fetch more than 12 to 13 rupees a kilo. That is where you need to segregate the produce properly. That is where you get a very good advantage. So what our vision is to build a phygital infrastructure where we enable trust through technology and visibility, and we help buyers at a global level, not just Indian level, at a global level, discover produce at source. Currently, what the supply chain makes it seem so is where a particular trader or a middleman buys from farmers and farmer producer organization, then markets to international agencies or international buyers. There are multiple such middlemen because there is no trust, there is no discoverability, there is no financing solutions that cater to such a linkage from direct source to destination. Fortunately, we have been seeing a lot of financial solutions coming into the space. That is where we are solving the other part. As I said, trade is governed by two things: one is payment, and the other is quality. Now, quality determines price, which determines payments. So that is where we have been trying to solve one part of this whole solution, and that is where, for example, if there's a farmer producer organization based out of say Pune who wants to sell the produce, sell its onions to a buyer say, based out of Dubai. Now, traditionally, someone who's sitting somewhere in say Mumbai would buy from this farmer producer organization and then sell to Dubai. Why can't we connect, or why can't we help this buyer based out of Delhi, buyer based out of Dubai, discover this farmer producer organization based out of Pune? That is the linkage that can only happen through technology, and that can happen through auction platforms, that can happen through marketplaces, that can happen through anything. So we are playing that we have our devices, which is the physical infrastructure, and then we have those APIs that club into the digital infrastructure. That is why we call it a phygital infrastructure. This is how we look at in terms of the evolved supply chain. Currently, it goes through multiple aspects. What we want to do is create a platform which streamlines the entire process. How we can get the produce from farm to fork, reduce multiple handling, reduce multiple nodes, eliminate some nodes in the supply chain which don't add enough value to be there in the first place. So this entire platform is a mix of farmer producer organizations, our technology, and marketplaces.
No,
The
it is
biggest
it's a,
challenge,
it's a very, yeah, it's a very important detailed analysis. I'm very happy that it is, you can spend some time on this, that explaining each component.
yeah. So currently, as I said, FPOs, farmer producer organizations, currently procure from farmers, sell it to some intermediary, then intermediary sells to some other wholesaler, then that wholesaler sells to the retailer. Right? Because what's stopping that wholesaler directly buying from a farmer or a farmer producer organization. These farmer producer organizations currently lack means to market their produce or make them discoverable to the audience, the potential customers. And that can only happen once they have something like they're showing that we are very different from the market because we can give you an assured quality. And that can happen through technology. That is what we are seeing here. So currently, where they are playing the role of sub vendors or playing a very limited part in the supply chain, we want to enable them to directly market their produce. As I said, we look at agriculture or farming. We should look at farming as a business, as an enterprise. Only then we will be able to generate good P&L statements. Only then we'll be able to look at what is the profit. When we say we are doubling farmers' revenue, what we have seen is there is a lot of emphasis on how to reduce the cost of production, increase the yield. But the third part has been neglected upon, or I would say the efforts are not as to the level of what is in the pre-harvest and production stages. So the post-harvest phase, we also need to make sure we run things efficiently. We improve the marketability and discoverability of the produce. That is when we'll truly be able to double farmers' revenue. As I covered in the second slide itself, the produce was not graded and sorted. Had it been graded and sorted properly, probably the farmer would have realized somewhere around 2x of what 2 times the revenue already. So for revenue realization, quality is of utmost importance. If the quality is not conveyed properly, then there will always be loss of quality, loss of value realization. That is what we've been trying to do here. Uh, we have 12 customers in total. We have two market tie-ups. One is Connect One that we would be listening to in a while. We are based out of Pune, Maharashtra. We've covered around 9 fruits and vegetables in total. We are expanding the product catalog, product categories as we speak. Every 3 months, we're trying to onboard a few more, and that we are a team of 14 people.
Just can you put the previous slide? Hello. So you have 12 customers means what?
So we usually work with farmer producer organizations and traders. And for farmers, we offer as a service. We don't directly cater to farmers because the technology in its current state, because farmers only harvest for say 3 to 6 months. So we don't sell to farmers. Instead, we offer it as a service. So we work with B2B enterprises. We work with farmer producer organizations.
But the
Where
customer means what here? Farmer produce organization.
yeah, farmer producer organizations, marketplaces, and traders.
So that you put it like this because in customer it reduces that your size of the your clients. You can put it total that you put the name farmer produce organization and so on and so forth. It will expand like anything. Otherwise, it will make people people like me to find out. Please define your customer. Or you can put a star. Customer means this. It
So
helps a
every
lot.
one of our customers uh, purchases produce from oddly 20 to 30 farmers every day, right? So in overall, if you look at, they would be roughly buying from 200 to 300 farmers every month, every customer of ours.
Very nice. That very nice.
So in total, we would be impacted somewhere around say 3,000 to 4,000 farmers, on an average 3,000 farmers on a daily basis through our customers.
That also, I think you can put it that figure because the additional details that 3,000 farmers daily basis is a very big number for a startup. That also will. In addition to that, my request will be that add that number also here. It gives a lot of things. That okay, good.
So a team of 14 people. I handle sales operations. Rakesh, who's a co-founder, he was working in industrial automation first. He has deployed machines. His core expertise is building hardware, building technology. He was earlier into deploying machines for packaging solutions. Then we have advisors and board members. Uh, Ram Nair, who's a partner at Aligned Venture, Aligned Business Partners, comes from Ex Reliance, also also plays a very big role in the fresh produce segment. Engineer is a co-founder of Go for Fresh, which is also a market, uh, as in marketplace. Kishore is an ex-bueller. He used to. He is now currently agri portfolio manager at Social Alpha. Methili is also agri portfolio head for Wilgrow. So these are our advisors and board members, apart from the 14 member amazing 14-member team that we built. We've been incubated at IGKV, Raipur, Chhattisgarh, and SIBA. Those are incubators, and our investors include Align Ventures, Social Alpha, CII, and Wilgrow.
This is good. Butler. Okay. Come.
So recently we were awarded post national runner-up by Honorable Minister of State for Agriculture, Shobha Karanlaje ma'am, at Manage Samundari Awards. We were also awarded BSc Top 10 Impact Ventures 2019. We've been working with the governments as well. We were also part of Social Alpha Agri Tech Quest for Agri Tech Innovations back in 2020. We have been awarded Raftar grant through IGKV. We're a part of NASCOM 10,000 startups. We've been fortunate enough to have been in an ecosystem which has been nurturing startups and helping us grow. I'll just run you through a video of ours.
Yeah.
Agrograde Smart Grading and Sorting Machine. This is an artificial intelligence powered grading, sorting, and packing machine. Meaning, we have cameras and sensors inbuilt into the machine which detects quality, size, and multiple parameters based on which the produce is graded and sorted into multiple categories. To give you an example, this is the rejected produce from the machine. Skin out, sprouts, rotten, double, black smut are all the parameters that are rejected. Then we have medium-sized onions. This setting is entirely customizable and the customization can be done within 60 seconds. Then we have big-sized onions. This is 55 mm plus. The biggest differentiator in this machine is there's no skin off and there's no friction involved, because of which we are able to maintain the quality of the produce without damaging it.
So that is how our product looks like. Currently, as I said, we've been operational in 9 fruits and vegetables. We are onboarding a few more as we speak. And the idea is to have technologies at almost every sourcing location in perishables. Because perishables, the key challenge is timely discoverability of the produce. If even a day passes by without trade, the produce would get rotten, or the quality of the produce just goes down and down. So it has to be done at the perfect time, and it needs to be done through technology itself. It can only be done through technology. So this is where we are bringing transparency, visibility, and trust in the system, where the farmers don't feel cheated because of the quality, the buyers don't feel cheated, or the buyers don't. Buyers also able to discover right quality at the right time, and we make way for digital trade across the globe. When we see TTT, right, transformation through technology, we want to take Indian produce to international markets.
Yeah, that is very important. It is, it is. I was quite impressed by your, talk, as well as also the spirit, and bringing back the technology to the, you know, the village level occupations from where you were born and brought up by your family, and then also having people who are having agricultural interest working in this very important technology enabled venture startup. It is quite, it can be a very good motivating project for many rural youths. That's why I immediately requested you yesterday to deliver a talk today, and I'm also very happy that you joined it. And before summarizing it, can we ask Mr. Videsh to join Mr. Manish, if he's already joined? Your friend, Mr. Manish, is there anybody on the studio?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, joined. Okay, good.
Perfect.
So, welcome, Mr. Vijesh,
Vijesh.
Satya Nation.
Yeah.
And I would like to introduce him to the audience. He is the co-founder and CEO of Connect One Club, which provides digital solutions to farmer group to build a digital, secure, integrated collaboration environment for their members. White labeled collaboration platform allows farmer groups to collaborate, aggregate, buying and selling powers, build a circular economy. Very important. Rent machinery and build knowledge repositories from the community members. So, Mr. Satya Nation, I would like to, request you to tell what is your, experience with Agrograde, and the topic which Mr. Thakur talked about. It's very important. I have been, working in this area, voicing and trying to bring in digital technology in agriculture very effectively. And today is the 98th edition of this webinar series. We started during COVID situation, and I was also part of the doubling farmers income by 2022. So I would like to hear from you that let the the research scholars, NGOs, and and startups and the rural youths who are watching this program, let them get benefit out of this today's talk. Over to you, Mr. Satyanation, for about 5 minutes. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. Thanks, Moni, and thanks, Thakur. Yeah, for inviting me to this particular talk show. Yeah, it's very informative and it's very detailed. Yeah, that's really nice. Yeah, and regarding the collaboration with Agrograde, we are a kind of a collaboration platform which is targeting the farmer groups, especially FPOs and the community, the farmer communities. And we started our operation in Idukki, like it's in Kerala. That's the main place for the cardamom. Like that's the around 90% of the South Indian cardamom is coming from Idukki. And we set up we set up the first ever the cloud-based auction platform for cardamom there. Like we started in January 2021, and it's going to be around 18 months now. And through our platform, we sold around $40 million worth of cardamom as of now, and it's still going. And it's being used by 2 FPOs and around 300 traders in that region. And that's our background. And then now, we started this cloud-based system, and people are able to participate in the auction from remote locations. And as a next step, what we are doing is we are implementing the automated grading system and the automated quality control systems into the platform. So that's how we got connected with Agrograde. And the Thakur, as you can see, Thakur is very much passionate about all the things he do. So we got into the right the bandwidth and the right frequency. So that was a very good match, and things are progressing well. And soon, we are already in the testing phase, and soon our platform will have an automated system where farmers can take the produce to the trading center, the auction center, and they can just do the quality check the maximum time we are doing is 10 seconds check. And in the 10 seconds time, the quality information will come up in the auction platform. That will be broadcasted to all the traders in that particular system, and they can start bidding on the same time. So everything will be automated, everything will be more transparent, everything will be more visible. So that's the plan. We are putting it forward. Yeah. So that's our plan with Agrograde. Yep.
It's very nice that to hear from Idiki, and I started my career on digital technology in districts way back in 1987. I started my Padayatra from state of Kerala.
Oh, so you know the
And
places.
1987, and I was given the project code district information system program of NIC. And that
Oh,
time, during the period of Mr. Rajiv Gandhi, Prime Minister, we
oh,
have
okay.
been asked to establish NICnet connectivities in every district collectorates and the district administration and the district information system. I was
Oh,
given, I was the first project director for district information system. I visualized 28 sectoral database development program and one in village level information system.
oh, nice.
And to understand, I took Kerala as a model. So I conducted 14 districts, workshops, and I was received with the black flag. Today, Mr. Modi gets the one go back Modi. 1987, I received go back Moni.
Oh,
And but and that is one Moni at that time. Then I present, and then when I was having discussions with the state level, and that time the government, changed, and Mr. E.K. Nayanar has taken over as the chief minister. And
no.
Madam Gauri Amma, Industries Minister, wrote a letter. We understand that an officer from central government is discussing with the government of Kerala. We have to take a decision and ask him to go back. And at that time, government of Kerala was having national games. They wanted to, Mr. Gigi Thompson, secretary, director of national sports, and Mr. Neela Lohita Dasanadar was the sports minister. And
Oh,
they wanted to use our network, but this is a problem. We have been asked to go back. Then in the steering committee meeting, Mr. E.K. Nayanar took a decision that let us use this network for the games and let us take a call later. And after the game was over, he took a very fantastic decision. Many people from Kerala may know or not. He said that this is a central government scheme. It's meant for India. And Kerala also should get benefit out of it. And we cannot say no, and we welcome. If anything which has to go from state budget for computerization, we'll take a separate call. And that's what he said it in the first district collectors conference afterwards. So it is Moni and Mr. E.K. Nayanar at that time, and you can see today Kerala is an IT hub.
yeah.
If
Exactly.
Mr. Nayanar would not have taken that call, and if I would not have conducted Padayatra in Kerala in 1987-88, and that time with the district level program, and then I presented in 5 district collectors conference which were held afterwards, and today you can see the whole India. I'm still alive. I'm at the age of 70. Still I work with the same spirit. Then I took 95, I took IT blueprint for agriculture. Then I thought that it has to be a separate discipline called agricultural informatics for bringing rural students, rural people to get back to agriculture. So this is the first university, Shobhit Institute of Engineering Technology, is to have agriculture as a use case in an engineering college, have 5 centers of excellence, and launched an MTech level program in agricultural informatics, PG diploma, and MBA in agribusiness management, MTech in informatics and e-governance standards, and MBA in Industry 4.0 for CEOs of SMEs, and the MSc in health informatics. And
Cool.
then with the part of doubling farmers' income, I thought that, digital technology in agriculture is very important. And that's why I thought that as a former director general and a professor emeritus with these centers, I should have this initiative. Today, 98th edition talk is going on, different one. It is being watched very effectively from both India and abroad. And that's why even technologies is being talked. We work very closely with the Hon'ble organization, which is a 31 member countries. They immediately discuss with the concerned technology producers and try to operationalize in their member country through an appropriate understanding. So I was, this talk which is I'm taken interest. I was the man who was instrumental for networking of 3,500 agriculture wholesale mandis, way back starting from 98 to 2008. It's the first big project in the country. And Kerala was not in a position to take advantage because they don't have a wholesale markets. There is no agriculture produce marketing committees. So, but throughout India, they got benefit out of it, with the networking and so on and so forth. So I'm very happy. And now also that since you are working in spices, I have been asked to write a chapter in the forthcoming book, Handbook of Spices. And I
Nice.
have written Spices Informatics Network Value Chain and how
Okay.
to generate spices agri-tech for spices commodities in 110 districts, which has been identified for as one district, one agriculture commodity, that is spices, by the Ministry of Food Processing and Technology. So that book is likely to come in the month of December, and I will approach you to operationalize in
Yes.
in other states. It's very
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
important.
Yeah,
It's
that'll
very
be
important.
excellent for us.
It's very important. Very nice that Mr. I also come from Kanyakumari district. My association with the Kerala is from childhood, and that's why I took Kerala as a model. But many people in Kerala may not know there was a one Moni, and he also received a go back Moni, and like Mr. Modi, which is having go back Modi, but he was instrumental for e-governance program. He did Padayatra in 1987, and then Mr. E.K. Nayanar, and then one Mr. Neela Lohita Dasa Nadar. He took it. He came to me and asked. I told him that it seems that the file has gone to AKG Center for taking a decision. People say that it will be in coma. I don't know how many days, but next day the decision is completely in favor for e-governance program in the state of Kerala. People asked me, Moni, why did you take Kerala as a model? I think for any national program, Kerala was successful, be it literacy, be it family planning. They proved it that it is possible and feasible. So this is e-governance in district level is also a national program. So I thought that let me also try in Kerala, and we walked it, and it's very important. Thank you very much. And Mr. Manish, is there any feedback in the chat boxes? Please display if it is any. Okay, Mr. Mahantesh Patil, he is a former professor from University of Agriculture Science, Raichur. He himself is from agriculture family. He educated in agriculture science, did research in agriculture. He was a professor and also did his postdoc in US. And now he is taken VRS, and now he is trying agriculture extension. Please put it once again, Mr. Manish. Mr. Manish, please put it once again until the question is discussed. So he's also very closely associated with the university, and his question is, what is your revenue model? Over to you.
Yeah, to me, right? To
Now,
connect on.
both of you can discuss on that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Thakur, you can go first. Yeah, it's fine.
So we work on two revenue models. One is we sell our machines to enterprises or traders, commercial entities. Anyone who's a trader, exporter, they buy our machines. The second is we operate on a pay-per-use model. We have our own pack houses that we are setting up, where we offer this solution as a service. So that has been our revenue models. One is direct purchase of our direct sales of our machines, and other is a revenue as in a service fee that we charge. Over to you, Vijay.
Yeah, so for us also, like, there are two models. The first one is we give it in a fixed rate. For example, like if you take the cardamom, the groups, so they are very much mature groups. Like they know how to do the trading, how to do the marketing, all those kind of things. So for those kind of matured groups, we give the system as a tool, so they can just use it, and we will just charge a fixed rate. Like it's a fixed one, like from a month to month, it's not going to change. But when we go to some other groups, they may not be that matured as the cardamom guys. They will say, okay, the tool looks good, but we need your help to set up everything. So in that case, like we need to get involved as well from our team, because like we have a team of 15 people, and we need to assign people to help that particular group. So in that case, we will say, okay, there is a fixed price, and then on top of that, there will be some kind of a commission based revenue.
Hello.
Hello, Professor. I'm also in your line.
Okay.
I'm on your line. That's all.
Okay.
I'm watching your.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So yeah, for the amateur groups, like we will say, okay, like there'll be a fixed amount, but that will be very minimal. Then there will be some kind of a percentage, the thing, just to cover our support activities. But all these things are very minimal. Like we are not kind of a very super expensive team, because we just want to help the farmers. Even we are coming from a farming background, so yeah, all these fees are very no, the minimal ones. Like you guys can you can get in touch with us, just for a one-to-one chat. Like we can set up to the system with respect to your requirements. Yeah. Yeah. So Moni, like if you have like some 2 minutes time, I can quickly run a demo video, like
Yeah,
that will.
fine. Very nice that, because I'm also getting a query from Professor Patil, one more Professor Patil. So I send the link to him to join. Please show that, because it has generated a lot of interest among the professors from the agriculture science. Yes.
Okay,
Please
perfect.
run that your video.
Yeah. So yeah. So then in that case, then I will quickly show the slides. It will just. Shall I share the
Okay.
slide and then I share the things?
Yeah. Do you have time? Maybe another 10 minutes?
Oh yeah, perfect. Yeah, I thought
Okay.
actually.
Okay. Please,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. Yeah. So is it coming up?
Yeah, coming. Yeah. Okay. You have to come out, Mr. Manish.
Yeah. So shall I start?
Please.
Okay. Yeah. So as I mentioned earlier, like we are from Connect One Club, and we focus on building digital farmer communities. So, and the idea behind the Connect One is, the farmer communities mainly is built on different kind of players. There'll be logistics, there'll be farmers, there'll be traders, there'll be different players in a farmer ecosystem. And most of the time, all these players work without any collaboration tools, right? So due to the lack of a collaboration tool, what happens is there'll be a lot of duplicate work going on, and there'll be a lot of wastage on the produce, and wastage of money and everything. So to fix that particular collaboration gap, what we did is, okay, we set up a collaboration platform mainly focusing for the farmer communities. And through this platform, all the members can come in. And members means, it can be traders, farmers, FPOs, logistics, the quality control mechanisms. All the people can come into this particular platform, and they can collaborate, they can discuss, they can do the aggregation of their produce, and they can get more revenue. So that's the main idea behind this. And with a platform like this, what happens is, it will start to attract more members to the ecosystem. So that will be like more buyers, more traders, all those kind of different ecosystem members. That will create more, that will attract more revenue, and it will create a lot of solutions for the ecosystem. So that's the idea behind this. And this platform can be used for farmer association, cooperatives, and communities. And these are the main features that we are focusing right now. So to start with, like there will be a marketplace where the farmer community will be able to sell their produce to the local community and the tourists. And then there will be a discussion forum. This will help the farmer community to share their ideas, discuss their problems, find the solutions, and all those kind of things. Then there is a renting facility, because in a farming community there will be a lot of expensive machineries going around, and through the platform the farmers can share that machinery. So that will be a lot, that will be a great saving for the people who are renting it out, and for the people who are renting also, that will be a big saving in terms of the investment. And then there is a feature for managing the vendors, because there'll be a lot of workforce coming into the farming community, right? There'll be a lot of laborers coming in, then there'll be a lot of fertilizer, waste removal, all those kind of things. And this can be streamlined through this particular platform. And another one is seller aggregation. So this is mainly, okay, mainly there'll be a lot of produce coming up, and from all the farmers in that particular ecosystem, we can aggregate and we can get, and when we aggregate, it'll become a large quantity, and once it's a large quantity, we can send to the wholesalers or the whole buyers, and then we will get a better price. And this is where actually we are including the quality check automation now, because as Thakur mentioned earlier, like when it's quality checked and when it's segregated, we'll get better price. And this is connecting with end buyers, so mainly to connect with end buyer, like we need to do a little bit of process simplification, because the buyers might be from remote places, and they need to see, okay, from where it's coming up, and they need to see the quality metrics, to see, okay, what's the quality of that particular produce. Then they want to see the photos. They might need to do the live chat with the farmers. And sometimes, like we can set up the auction also. Auction means there could be a lot of buyers, and they will start to put competitive price. So to facilitate that, we can put auctions also. So connecting with end buyers is a little bit different module, and we have that particular facility as well. So that's the overall the features in this particular system. And just to show a demo, and just to show the system how it looks like. So this is how the system will look like. So this is a white label system. Okay, so basically, if there is an FPO, we will put that FPO's name here, and we will put the FPO's logo and the FPO address. Everything will be there. And so basically, this only our name will come only here. Powered by Connect One Club, because here we are just trying to build the local branding. So that will be good for the local economy and for the local ecosystem. And under here, yeah, like we have different sections. This is to support the circular economy. Then this is for the buying and selling. And this is for the input services, the fertilizer, pesticides, diesel. And this is for renting services. Then this is for discussion forum. So this is the overall setup. And before starting the demo, I will quickly show you one more thing. To sell a product, the farmer in that ecosystem, they can come here, and they can click on this particular section. Yeah, and they will see a form like this. So here actually they can just start putting their the produce details, and that will get added to the system, right? And once it's added to the system, the buyers can come here, and they can just click on this particular page, and they will see the added stock. So this page, this one I can show it as a video. That will be just easy to go through, and that will be quick as well. So I will just run that particular file, and that will cover the demo. Are you able to see the thing?
Digital harvest calendar will help to forecast harvest with geomapping and auction capabilities. You can browse through the stock with products and locations as filters. The calendar enables us to view the different stocks in one go.
Is it coming with the sound as well, or is it
Sound
muted?
is
Map
very
view are
low,
also
very low.
available.
Okay, I think that's a
The
problem
map
with
view is
the
interactive.
yeah, with the
Okay, no problem. But this is you can
you can see,
send
right?
us
Yeah,
later,
yeah. So
and you can come out. You can come out of this one because sound is not coming.
You can deep dive to view
yeah,
the
I
exact
thought actually
location
that
of
will be
any
easy.
stock.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah.
A
So
click on the
how
icon
to stop this?
would show you more.
Okay, yeah, I stopped it. Yeah, so basically, like on the left-hand side, yeah, these are the filters. Yeah, so this one I will send it as a file to you, so that you can just circulate with the team.
No, I
Because
will
you
also
will
invite you. I
collaborate
will
with
also invite you to talk, and as a separate session, so
Yeah, sure.
that it's very important because Kerala as a state, I would like to discuss with a person like you.
Sure.
You are doing wonders. Because that nomenclature itself is very nice. Connect one club. It's very important. It's very nice. You can come out of this video. Then Professor Patil has joined, and Professor, he was watching the program. You can come out from the video. You can come to the okay. Professor Patil is a professor of computer science from the University of Agriculture Science, Bangalore. He is a man who is working in AI in a very big manner. We work together, and he watched your program, Mr. Thakur, and I would like to hear from Dr. Patil because he sent a message that he's watching. He would like to discuss, so I invited, send the link. Professor Patil, over to you for a brief remark. We have. Yeah,
good morning. I hope
we are not hearing your voice.
Audible?
Yeah. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Earlier it was echo for me while running the video. That could be the any chance of technology. I am really thanks to my young friends. Both of you started the good job in India is the guru in the world. I really puts my hands. Anyway, a dream of the Modi is also you are proving with the rate of. Shall I remove this because it's echo for me? I don't know what is happening.
Yeah, now voice is coming clearly. Hello? We are not hearing you. You have to unmute.
Yeah, now I hope we can.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Mr. Manish, you can arrange the pictures very clearly. Okay, please carry on.
No,
okay, fine.
Echoing,
it's good that you joined. And
sorry, it is echoing me.
Okay, it's very nice you joined. We'll discuss separately. And it is a good appreciation.
I would like to add 2 points here. I would like to add 2 points here.
Please.
So that one district, one product, or else you can extend it to the every order of that, because overnight you cannot reach to the whole world. But information can be, but product also necessary to reach to the farmers, to the retail. That should be streamlining and seamlessly it be passes to the market concerns as well as the farmers concern. Therefore, I request you that you have to establish the database of the farmers with respect to their land holdings and what are the crops they are growing and what is the other end of the retailers require the demand of their products. That should be, you have to realistically improving the situations and bring to the very better way to deliver your products, and it should be all the possibility of the profit also reach to the farmers. It's my personal request.
It's very nice that Professor Patil, and that's why from the university and importance of this webinar is that to have an agriculture value chain, one commodity, one district, one agriculture commodity, wherein we'll experience all, bring in all the stakeholders, together to work in the district. And for all other agriculture commodities, with the state wants to have it, the district will say that this is a model one. So this is what the journey is, that we are working with the NGOs also in the state to work on it, and we will sign an MOU from the university side. We'll sign an MOU with Mr. Vijay Satishan, and also Mr. Thakur to spearhead this movement in different parts of the country. It's very nice. And let me summarize that today's talk with respect to what Mr. Thakur has done it. I am very happy and I am fortunate to have him, to met him, thanks to Dr. Prusti from the Directorate of Marketing and Inspection of the Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers Welfare. Yesterday, we had a discussion on how to bring in AI-enabled assaying solutions for agricultural commodities as desired by the member Agriculture Niti Aayog. So I'm in the process of discussing with many people, and that process and many stakeholders. On that process, we had a meeting. I was quite impressed by his small presentation yesterday, and today I thought that let me invite, because today's topic is supposed to be done by Dr. Rao. He's one of the international expert on animal feeds. He fall ill yesterday, so I requested him to talk it, but it's a very motivational, operational, and technological project. See, any digital transformation any transformation has to be in three areas: digital transformation, operational transformation, and knowledge transformation. So this has to be there to have a return on investment. And this has to and then these three transformation will facilitate and innovation in this area. So digital transformation with innovation ecosystem, which has to comply with innovation management system standards, which is a new thing which is coming, because a lot of innovation is taking place through digitalization, open innovation, value creation network. But now ISO has come out with the 2019 innovation management system standards 56002. I'm also propagating, and I have been asked to write a chapter for a book on that digital transformation and innovation ecosystem to comply with innovation management systems standards. So this is another aspect I would like to bring it to both of you, Professor of computer science, and then person who says that he's from a farming community, but he studied artificial intelligence and industrial automation. What you are doing in engineering side, why can't we do for crops? And that he did it. And it is our job to propagate his technology to the whole world through this network, through the university. That's why we are. This is the first university to have 2 webinars and also 5 centers of excellence to work for technology for rural India to shine, smile, and roar. That's what is very important. And I was quite impressed by his talk, and many on the slides, the titles which he has put it is very quite impressive. And for the benefits, he said building physical plus digital infrastructure. That is, it's very important. And then optimizing the supply chain for global, reach. Optimizing the supply chain for global reach. And he said it that designed for Indian uses and engineered for Indian crops. And this is what is needed. This means that he's already operationalized that, this is a make in India for, make in India for make for India and make by India, and vocal for local, for globalization. Vocal for local to make it global. And this is what he has operationalized it. And I'm very happy that Farm Produce with Agrograde, and he's made a statement very effectively, 20% premium, 20% premium, very important. I think Mr. Vijendra, if you would like to leave, you can leave. If you want to connect it, and we can summarize it so that it gets into that. You can leave that. Okay, thank you. And it is, he said it that that Farm Produce plus Agrograde brings in 20% premium. It's very important. And this has to be conveyed to the farming community. This has to be communicated. And average quality and produce with a shorter life and rotten one. So it can reach, depending upon the grade, this agriculture produce can travel longer distance and fetch more money to the remunerative prices for the farmer. And I'm very happy that we should be in a position to facilitate and promote in every agricultural, primary agriculture cooperative society. This is 1 lakh primary agriculture cooperative societies are there in the country, farmer produce organization, and many other, panchayat level rural agricultural market, as suggested by the doubling farmers income by 2022. I was very happy, and I thank Mr. Sitesh Thakur from my bottom of heart that you have done a very important work, a technological innovation and technology product for the benefit and the income revolution by farmers and for farmers. And thank you very much. And let us get connected, and it's very important. And let us have an yes, a 3 months certification program to train the rural youth on your product, and also bring in that AI program, capacity building in AI, as announced by the government of India through the Directorate General of Training, Ministry of Labor, and also by the Ministry of Skill and Youth Affairs, with respect to skill development on AI and IoT and big data analytics for the rural youth to be trained on Agrograde, because they have to understand technology, they have to understand the grading process, and so on and so forth. Let us work out again a course structure. I'll request you to come out with the draft course structure, and we can launch it even in the state of Uttar Pradesh. You are operational in Uttar Pradesh, and Uttar Pradesh is equivalent to 4 states. We 820 blocks, and this is very important. And with this, I would like to thank you, and let us work together, and let us train a lot of rural youths in utilizing this product Agrograde is very effectively. With this, I would like to close the webinar, and before that, I would like to hear from your final remarks, and then I will close it. Over to you, Mr. Thakur.
Thank you, sir, for having me a part of this webinar series. It's, as you mentioned, it's important for us to get technologies on ground as much as possible, and really appreciate your efforts in spreading awareness about technology, and then also educating and upselling the rural youth so that they are ready for the technology, and they can also themselves develop new technologies at every gram panchayat. I really appreciate and we resonate with the thoughts. Thank you, Vijesh. He's also doing a very good job in terms of developing something for rural economies, getting farmers trade digitally. Looking forward to hearing more from him in the next session.
Yeah, it's very nice, because and I wanted to expand my reach after 1987 in the Kerala state, now with Connect One Club, and also that it will give an opportunity for me to operationalize what I have written for Spices at 75, that Spices Informatics Network Value Chain, and through this One Connect Club. I thank you for bringing him, for today's program, and it is very nicely that he has operationalized it. And also, I thank Professor Patil and also Professor Mahanteshwar Patil for sending his feedback. So thank you very much. And with this, I would like to thank our Honorable Chancellor, Honorable Vice Chancellor, faculty members, and the participants and the guest speaker for participating in today's program. And Agrograde is an AI-powered Phygital Infrastructure enabling digital trade in fruits and vegetables. Let it become a digital assets to be traded in international global markets for fetching more remunerative prices for Indian agricultural commodities. Thank you very much. With this, we will close the webinar and leave the studio. Thank you.